Welcome to another episode of Lunch with the Shark. Join us as we dive deep into discussions about business, accounting, and finance to help you build a business that thrives. Now sit back and have a bite with your host, the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to a new edition of Lunch with the Shark. I am your host, Vidal, the Shark CFO, Espinosa, and I'm super happy to be here with you this Friday afternoon. TGIF, people, TGIF, and what was your achievements for this week? What did you do to make this week amazing? What happened this week? What happened during the last 5.5 days that had made a difference or an impact in your life? What has how are your goals going? Or how are you tracking your goals? How are you measuring your goals? How are you progressing in those goals that you've set for 2021? Shit, I almost forgot it was 2021. Yeah, and it's last Friday of January 2021. And damn, where did the month go? Right? Where did the month go? It's been several weeks, amazing weeks, interesting weeks. It's so funny because this morning, my mom and I, we always are fighting, but I think that we're fighting not because we don't like each other or love each other. It's because we are so similar in character. We are almost identical. One thing that I tell her is that you fight with me because I am so identical to you that we clash, right? And things to her are so personal. Even if we say, no, that door, it's not black, she takes it personal. And I don't mean any disrespect nor being racist. Look at the back of my on my screen, and all the doors in this apartment are black, are dark color. Okay, so I'm not being disrespectful or racist. Note, FYI, please. And I don't know what we were talking about. And she's like, I'm never gonna win. You're always right. Well, the same as you. And that leads me to leadership. We've spoken about leadership throughout the week. And we actually did not define, and hear me out, okay? Did not define as per the dictionary what a leader is. What's your definition or interpretation of a leader? What is a leader? It's not just somebody that guides you. That's my belief, right? It's not just somebody that guides you or somebody that tells you or holds your hand and helps you achieve something or do something. That can easily be interpreted as a leader. A coach could be your leader. A mentor could be your leader. Your parents are your leaders throughout your life, but mostly throughout your childhood until you can start making your own decisions and you are held accountable for your own actions, right? Kids should be held accountable for their own actions. Nevertheless, they know better, right? Leadership, it's such a simple question. What is leadership anyways? Leadership is someone that reaches out to you and helps you improve your skills throughout. Somebody that reaches out to you and helps you improve your skills throughout. That's a leader. A true leader definition, it's to influence, inspire, and help others become their very best, building their skills and achieving goals along the way. You don't have to be a CEO, a manager, or even a team leader to be a leader. Leadership, it's a set of skills. That's it. And anybody, anyone can master it. Anyone, anybody can be a leader. That's it. It's so funny because at the same time this morning we were having a little conversation here and there, and it was so funny because yesterday I had a couple of meetings and they went really, really well, and one of them was a case from a solopreneur, and that's how this individual called themselves. Oh, I am a solopreneur. And the meeting was about helping them clear their corporate mess. They had somebody create for them two different entities in Delaware, nevertheless, them being a California resident, conducting business from California, generating their revenue in California. So they should have had a entity created in California. So this individual was extremely concerned about their case, how they were going to fix this mess. My job as a leader is to mitigate and reduce their anxiety, implementing the tools that we know how to implement, and not doing simple things. So I actually send this individual an action plan and our investment fees. And I got a response back saying, oh, I'm going to review this because it's such a simple thing that you need to do that I don't know. Well, I was tempted to respond to, well, if it's such a simple things that we need to do, why haven't you done them? Why are you in such a mess with the IRS in the States that you are extremely concerned? That's the first one. And the second case that I had yesterday was that I received an email from a client of ours saying, hey, we want to prepare, or we have prepared a document that we're going to send our clients. I did it because I used to work at a attorney law firm, and I created this legal binding agreement. And I'm like, holy crap. So I read the agreement. Mind you, I'm not an attorney. I know some law and some agreements and things like that. I do not provide legal advice. But immediately came to my mind to say, hey, well, my brother's a doctor, so therefore I'm able to prescribe you medicine. My brother's a doctor, therefore I'm going to be able to perform surgery on you. So if she worked, mind you, as a receptionist or secretary or assistant at an attorney firm, so she's qualified to advise her employer on legal issues. Holy shit! We were laughing, and Juan, the person who's helping us remodel the apartment, he said, oh, well, since I work at the health department, then I'm also qualified to give or provide medical advice, right? And he started laughing. And are you like that? Oh, well, it's such a simple thing that you need to do. Just tweak here and there. Well, why didn't you do it in the first place? Why are you being summoned, or why are you being required by the tax agencies to pay your taxes if there were such a simple thing to do? Oh, it's too expensive. You just need to do a couple things here and there. Well, do them yourself. Simple, right? We were talking about that, and Jeff was telling me about a story where, and this is a true story, where somebody called a construction company or a handyman or someone to build a patio. The contractor or the handyman quoted it $5,000 to the owner of the house. And the owner of the house said, oh my God, that's too expensive. How about if I build it and you just teach me how to do it? So the contractor said, yeah, I'll teach you. I'll give you the plans. I give you like instructions for you to build the patio in your backyard. And he said, well, how much will you charge me for that? Oh, I'll charge you $2,000 for the instructions, the blueprints, and the owner said, fine, I'll pay you $2,000. So the contractor drafted the blueprints, gave him the shopping list, and gave him the instructions on how to build the patio. Then the owner of the house came back to the construction guy, and he said, well, you know what? But I work from 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. And the store where I live, the supply store, the Home Depot or whatever, only opens Monday to Friday from 9 to 5. I can't go. How can I do that? So the construction guy said, well, if you want, I can buy it from you, but this is how much it's going to be. And the owner said, okay, let's do it. So it was like $1,500 plus the construction guy's time was $500. So you have $4,000 there. Now, the homeowner was like, holy, I have to be with my family on Saturday. My wife wants me, so I can't build it. How much would you charge me to build it? Do you see the analogy here? It takes you more time to do something on your own, to learn it, to research it, and even find trustworthy instructions or trustworthy information, like this lady or this person that wanted their gazebo or their patio built, or the interview where this individual called themselves solopreneur, and they even, I quote you, people like me should not be allowed to open companies. And I responded to her, I said, no, to the opposite. People like you should open businesses left and right because you have an entrepreneurial spirit. Nobody can kill that. You are an entrepreneur. The only thing is that you, the entrepreneur, need to hire people like us to keep you compliant and for you to focus on your company. How difficult is that? How difficult? I've heard from multiple people that I hop on phone calls with them, even a new client that we just got last week. I've never had somebody consult for me like you guys have done. And I'm not saying just me. The only fact that you pick up the phone and call an advisor, a consultant, and somebody that provides you trustworthy, reliable information should be enough. That's a leader. That's a true leader. Somebody does not care if somebody else grows more than that individual. I love when our clients grow more than we grow as the company, because we grow individually and my company grows. It might not grow in revenue, it might not grow in team members, but we grow as individuals and on the success and achievements from our clients. When our clients listen, and they just don't listen to respond, they listen to understand and grow. That's a reason where some of our clients are no longer our clients. They just want to be filthy rich, but have a company so poor that they're in the verge of bankruptcy. But damn, they are in for a treat when the IRS goes knocking their door and they live on a multi-million-dollar mansion where they cannot prove that their business was able to provide that. You need to be very, very aware of that. You need to be very, very aware of that. That brings us to warning signals of leadership failure. We've spoken about positive things, how to become a leader, how to become the best leader out there, what are the signals, so forth. But now, 6 warning signals of leadership failure. Why do leaders fail? What are the reasons behind a successful CEO's spectacular rise and equally spectacular collapse? Leadership and change management expert Mark Sandorns offers 6 reasons why leaders fail. Number 1, a shift in focus. Leaders can lose sight of what's important. The laser-like focus that catapulted them to the top disappears, and they become distracted by the trapping of leadership, such as wealth and notoriety, meaning your ego wins over your surroundings. It's everything about you? No. Nothing. It's about the leader. The leader can care less if he is growing or not, as long as my people are growing. It's not about you. Plain and simple. Number 2, poor communication. When leaders lose their grasp on what's important, they often hide their confusion and uncertainty in ambiguous communication. Last night, we were watching a movie. I think it's an old movie. I don't remember the name. If Jeff can help me there. And they were interviewing top scholars in economy from the United States. And the movie is about the 2008 bubble. I don't remember, something like that. And top scholars, top economy scholars, right? From Harvard, MIT, Stanford, universities like that, where you pay a shitload of money to attend and get the best education there is. And they were being asked, obviously, hard questions about the 2008, 2010 bubble burst. And why were they consulting for this like Merrill Lynch and Lehman Brothers and things like that, and they weren't able to perceive what they were doing. And it's so interesting because their communication all of a sudden turned to inside job, right? All of a sudden, their communication turned to, I don't understand your question. No. You know what? You only have 3 more minutes on this interview. Yeah, I don't think so. No, but it doesn't apply to us. It applies to, you see how or where I'm going? All of a sudden, They are the leaders, the experts on the matter, and then all of a sudden they become dumb. I would be scared. Number 3, risk aversion. Past successes often bred a fear of failure in leaders. Yes. Can I continue to operate at this high level or performance? They every time wonder about that. The longer a leader is successful, the higher his or her perceived cost of failure. You get scared. It's nature. It's human nature to get scared. Shit, am I going to be able to deliver? Am I going to be able to deliver another hit? I actually recommended you the Selena series in Netflix. I know it's a little bit cheesy, but her brother is the composer, the writer, right, of most of Selena's songs. And he was under such pressure to deliver the next hit and the next hit and the next hit for her sister that he was suffering. He got the first hit and everybody was like, oh my God, it's a one-hit wonder and that's it. And then he got another one and he got another one, and everybody now expects excellence from him. But remember, we are all humans. Leaders sometimes lose themselves by, holy shit, I need to be excellent all the time. No. Relax. Relájate, güey. Okay? Number 4, ethics slip. The highest principle of leadership, it's integrity. When a leader ethics are compromised or reasoned away as being necessary for the greater good, that is the moment when a leader steps onto the slippery slope of failure. Leaders whose has lasted loses the power of empathy. They become people pleasers. They usually popularity to ease the guilt of lapsed integrity. When you become a people pleaser, and when you want to say yes to everyone, and you don't set your boundaries right, and you start doing whatever is necessary to achieve every success that is in front of you, that is a big problem. Machiavelli said that the outcome justifies the means. Not all the times. Not all the time. So you need to be very careful. El fin justifica los medios. The outcome justifies the means. Be careful. Number 5, poor self-management. Leadership is both invigorating and extremely demanding. Leaders who fail to take care of their physical, psychological, emotional, and spiritual needs are headed for disaster. Remember, put on your mask first, your oxygen mask first. It's first you, then you, and at the end, it's you. Okay? Even though nothing is about you, you must take care of yourself. As a leader, you must look out for yourself. No one else, nobody is going to look out for yourself other than you. Number 6, lost love. One last warning sign of a leader's impeding failure is moving away from the dream that compelled them to accept the responsibility of leadership in the very first place. Leaders find themselves working towards objectives that have little personal meaning for them. To avoid this trap, leaders must strike to what they love, what motivates them at the first to maintain the fulfillment of leadership. That's why every single freaking Friday I tell you, purge, decompress, focus on yourself, focus on your personal life, recenter yourself. There's a reason why I do that. Don't open your freaking computer and do work. You need to refocus every single day, every single weekend. Even though you say, oh, I have a very clear focus on where I want my company to go, we all need refocusing. We all need recentering. That's clear. Just do it for the love of God. Don't fall into leadership failure. As Sanborns said, the warning sign in life, from stoplight to prescription labels, are there for our good. He encourages us to take an honest look at ourselves, and see if any of these leadership failures, warning signals, ring true to us. Act. Are you in danger of leadership failure? Are you? Every single opportunity of failure, it's a great learning experience and opportunity to correct course. You can always correct course. You can always do that. It's very simple. The problem is that you need to accept that you are failing. It's said easier than it's done. For us to accept failure, for us to accept that we're failing, for us to accept that we're not doing as well as we thought we were, we need data first. But at the same time, we need to be honest with ourselves. Very, very honest. Today's quotes come from Steve Case, and he is the AOL co-founder. Some people might not know what AOL is, and people from my generation would. And he said, in the end, a vision without the ability to execute it is probably a hallucination. In the end, a vision without the ability to execute it, it's probably a hallucination. So true. So true. It's been great seeing you today. Focus, decompress, purge, stop what you're doing during the weekend. Take time for yourself. See you next Monday. Bon appetit. Ciao.
Thank you for listening to Lunch with a Shark. If you would like to set up a consultation with the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa, visit his website www.invictus-advisors.com, and don't forget to subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn.